Hello everyone, my name is Higgledy and welcome back to my office. Yes, my mod review office, but today, which mod are we going to be reviewing? Well, we're going to be reviewing the Aether mod. The Aether mod, okay? So if you are a frequent Minecrafter, especially if you're around my age, right? Maybe if you're amongst the older crowd that plays Minecraft, you will probably have even memories yourself of maybe on your pocket edition Minecraft, just going into the creative mode, maybe getting a couple glowstones, putting them in a portal shape and dumping a water bucket in the middle. Yeah, I'm talking about the Aether dimension, right? Obviously, it's called the Aether mod. And this is a very iconic thing to do, right? In Minecraft, to put the glowstones and, see if it creates a dimension and whatnot. But obviously, it's not a thing in vanilla Minecraft. You can't actually go to a dimension called the Aether dimension, but there are so many mods of it, obviously. And apparently, this one that I'm reviewing right now is like the original. That's what they advertise it as, and it is quite old. So I believe them. But yeah, this is the original Aether mod, or the Aether mod, or this is the Aether dimension, whatever you want to call it. And obviously, as I just mentioned, it starts off with these iconic items, right? You get some glowstone, right? You put them in such a way. Hold on, can I even reach that? Oof, how do I? Oh, I got these wind charges. I have these for later in the video. Yeah, you will see, you will see. But yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, the glowstone portal. And so and even back then, like, glowstone kind of always did look like obsidian a little, right? Glowstone kind of looks like just golden obsidian. But instead of a flint and steel, you put in a water bucket and you create the Aether portal. So yeah, this mod, as I've already mentioned 20,000 times, is essentially all it does is it adds a dimension. Now this dimension has a lot to it, but outside of this dimension, there is like nothing else really that this mod adds. Nothing to the overworld. I don't think. A creeper exploded here, by the way, so that's fun. But yeah, without further ado, I guess we should kind of hop into this portal, right? This is what dreams are made of, man. Like, so many kids here just trying to accomplish this right here in front of me. And I get to enter. So, oh, right, I forget. In survival, you have to stand in the middle for quite some time. But yeah, this is the Aether dimension. Now, this is actually a dungeon. Apparently, the position of my office back in the overworld translates into any portal being placed there coming here into this dungeon. And yeah, the Aether mod does add dungeons, or the Aether dimension, I guess I should say, does have dungeons in it. But we're not gonna go through that. We will go through every single dungeon in this video, but we're not gonna do it just yet, right? It just happens that I spawn in this dungeon, and this is the first dungeon. Weirdly, there are tiers, there are levels to this shit. All right, so but yeah, instead of going through the dungeon, let's just wander on here to look at what items this mod has to offer. Now here are all the ores that this mod has to offer. Here's this one. It's a yellow one. And it's essentially like coal. Like, it's yellow coal, right? So basically you use this with some of the functional blocks that this mod adds. You use this as like a fuel source. But you can also create torches with it. And so, just like coal creates torches, coal powers furnaces and whatnot. So it's very coal-like. And then you have this purple one, right? And right, let me just get this out the way. Both of these are mined with stone pickaxes, right? You can use something as weak as a stone pickaxe to harvest these ores, right? So here's ambrosium, I think it's called. Yeah. And then here is, God, what's this one called? I actually don't remember. Vitalite or something, maybe? I'm so slow. Zanite, not Vitalite. I don't know where I got Vitalite from. It's Zanite. So yeah, both of these, they only require a stone pickaxe to harvest. What is happening? Is this thing shooting me with? What? I was like, why am I jumping and whatnot? That's so funny, and it's not even like hurting me or anything. Oh, and I can't even push him back. Can you leave me alone, please? Okay, thanks. Wow, I actually listened. Everyone is so kind here. But yeah. So these two can be harvested with stone pickaxes. This one is a bit different, and it's actually quite different in many ways. Let me put these back here. So this one is called gravitite, I believe. And by the way, zanite, it works like iron. It works like any sort of, ingot that can create armor. That's basically what zanite is. But this is gravitite. And gravitite, it's very special, right? Not just because it's the only one that requires an iron pickaxe. And also, you can't harvest it directly. You do have to put it in you have to smelt it in a way, right? But it's actually not smelting. You will see. But that's not the only thing special, or that's not the only special thing about this ore. Because if I were to break this little dirt block up here, look, what the helly? And I ever break it again. Look, it literally floats. It's called gravitite for a reason. It goes upward. So in the same way that sand works, right? This is like sand, but in reverse, right? If sand has a block beneath it, then sand doesn't fall, right? But if you break the block beneath sand, then it does fall. This is the opposite. If gravitite has a block above it, then it won't lift, or it won't rise, it won't float. But if you break a block above it, then it will rise, it will float, it will levitate upward. And you can harvest it with an iron pickaxe. So let's go ahead and grab some here. And this is gravitite. And like I said, you only get the actual ore. You don't get the stone itself, or whatever you'd call it. And here is just some extra, some extra of the materials. And I'm also gonna put these away because I will no longer need them. But let's move on to the blocks, the common blocks that spawn in here in the Aether dimension, and that is holy stone and skyroot log. So this is holy stone. Spoiler alert. Everything around us is basically holy stone and dirt. And then this is skyroot. These trees are skyroot trees. Now, these are not the only types of wood and stone available. And in fact, if you look right there, or actually even right here, there's this type of stone, which is called ice stone. So, it does its own thing. I'm not going to cover it in this video, but it does stuff. Right, it's a stone like holy stone. And then also with skyroot, there is another type of wood, another type of tree that we will come across later in this video. But yeah, this is skyroot tree. And these blocks are actually necessary for a couple of reasons. Because one, I believe the tools that you can make with zanite require specifically skyroot sticks. I don't think you can use normal sticks. But also, to create the functional blocks that this mod offers, you're going to need these blocks. You're going to need skyroot log and holy stone. So yeah, if you take one zanite, surround it with holy stone, you can get the altar, right? So that's one of them. And then I believe here, let me make this into logs, because oh no, I think what I need is a torch. And then I think I make ambrosium torches. I'm trying to craft the other functional block that exists in this. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, torches. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Incubator. So if you surround a torch with holy stone, you create an incubator. Now, I don't know if I will show this off. So to keep a long story short, you put a bunch of ambrosium. Or I thought you did. Or do you put torches? No, you put torches, right. You put ambrosium torches into the incubator. You put moa eggs up here. Moas are something that I'll show you guys later. And then it basically hatches it. And then you have a little pet moa, okay? I don't know if I'll be able to showcase it because I don't know if I'll find a moa egg. But I kind of left it up to chance. But the altar is something that we will have to use. And that you can just put ambrosium in. You can raw dog the ambrosium in there. And what the altar does... It's kind of not difficult to explain, but it does all sorts of stuff, right? So first off, it smelts the gravitite, right? It creates the gravitite, enchanted gravitite is what it creates. And enchanted gravitite, it may look like a block, but it functions like an ingot. It functions like a stone, a gemstone, whatever you want to call it. Enchanted gravitite is what you use to make the gravitite armor sets, to make the sword and whatnot. And ooh, I did not mean to do that. Uh-oh. But another thing the altar does is that I believe it fixes gravitite items, and I think even zanite items. And so if your item is a healing stone, apparently you can create look, okay, so the altar essentially creates items, but it also just heals them. But there are, like, as you can see here, this is a berry right here. You can create an enchanted berry, and the altar is used to do that. We will use the altar later in this video, actually, beyond the smelting purposes. But yeah, these are 2 functional blocks. There is another one, but it's kind of... maybe it is important, but I didn't really see much importance to it. But yeah, obviously the download link to the mod will be in the description, or you could just search it up. It's probably not hard to find. So you can explore it for yourself, obviously. But after the functional blocks, I am going to show off the dungeons. So this, obviously, these aren't actually the dungeons. This is just the bricks that each dungeon is constructed of. And there's tiers to them, right? So there's the bronze dungeon, the one that we spawned in. There is the silver dungeon that has this kind of like sandstone looking kind of brick. And then the gold dungeon that has this like red brick. And I only point that out because it's confusing, right? You would think that the bronze dungeon would have this brick, that the gold dungeon would have this brick, and that the silver dungeon would have this one. But it's no. None of them have the one that you would think they'd have. But yeah, this is essentially just the loot that you can get from each individual dungeon. So the dungeon, once you clear them, because you do have to clear them, and each dungeon does have a boss that you have to defeat in order to clear said dungeon. When you defeat the boss, it gives you loot. And so it'll be like 2 or 3 of these items kind of randomized within a chest. So obviously you don't get all of this. You only get like 2 or 3 items when you defeat the dungeon. And this is the possible loot for the silver or the bronze dungeon. See, this is what I mean. It's confusing because silver's silver and gray, and this is gray brick. But anyways, this is the loot for the silver dungeon. Really cool. I really like this dungeon. It's probably my favorite one, and the loot is really cool too. It's very themed. And then here's the gold dungeon loot, which, as you could imagine, this is like the best loot you could get. But yeah, the plan for this video, the itinerary, I guess you could say, the schedule, is that we will attempt to take down every single dungeon, which I can't promise for this one. The gold dungeon is seriously stupidly hard, so it's easier said than done. But we're also gonna explore a bit of the Aether before we go and do that towards the dungeons. But right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna suit up. So I've decided that amongst these chests, I'll pick out the loot that interests me the most, and then using that loot and only that loot, I will go on and try to not only explore but then triumph each dungeon. So let's see here. Let's look through the catalog, right? I think I will allow myself an armor set from each, or what is it? If I am to choose an armor set, I'll choose just the entire armor set instead of just one piece. So I'm gonna choose this one because obviously it's the strongest one. And so another thing about this mod is that there are accessories, right? And so I actually don't know what this wait, what? I believe, is this cosmetics? This might be cosmetic stuff, and then this might be the actual things that help you out. So yeah, okay. So I did not know what this screen did for the longest. When I was testing out this mod, I had never hit this button, so I never saw this. I'm assuming that this is the cosmetics. So that this is probably... Actually, I don't know. I wish I planned these things better sometimes. But yeah, I assume this helps. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's read. Open accessories screen, and then nothing. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna just put them here, and I hope that if I put them here, they will actually give me the buff and effect that it does. But yeah, this mod does not introduce, but it does have accessories. It has a bunch of accessories, a whole lot of categories for accessories. You can have 2 shields, which is funny. But yeah, I think from the gold chest, all I'm going to choose is the armor set. I'll leave the other stuff here. From this chest, I already know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get the Valkyrie cape, because when you have the Valkyrie cape on, and now that I'm realizing what I'm about to say, yeah, this is the screen that you use if you want to put the accessories on in a meaningful way. Like, as in, if you want to put the accessory on and you want to get the buff that it has, you have to put it on this screen. I'm assuming that this screen right here is just purely cosmetic, but I don't know, to be honest. So anyways, the Valkyrie cape is a really cool thingy, because when you have it on, you float, and that's really nice when everything is in the sky and very lateral So it's pretty cool. You can shift to like kind of go downward faster. So it's really cool. So I'm definitely gonna choose that. I'm gonna choose the accessory from this chest, and so I guess that leaves me with choosing the weapon from this. So I chose the armor set from this chest, my accessory from this chest, and I guess I'll choose the weapon from here. Lightning knife. I think Valkyrie lance. Block interaction range, entity interaction range. I can block. Can I block with this? I don't think so. I'll choose the Valkyrie lance. Why not? I have the Valkyrie cape. Might as well have also the lance. Let me see if any of this is done. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make an axe. I'm gonna make a gravitite axe actually. So there we go. And it is called gravitite. I was right. And I will. Should I make a ring? I'll make a Zanite ring. How about that? Gravitite axe and a Zanite ring. Yeah, right here. Or no, not right here. Right here. There we go. Can I see the ring at all? No, that makes sense though. Another thing I'm gonna point out is that usually for these Minecraft mods, I always just have the music off, so I can just put my own music over it. But for this mod review, I'm gonna leave on the music on from the game because this mod pack adds a good amount of background music, and also each boss has obviously boss fight music, so I decided to do that. But yeah, I guess I should empty. Well, hold on. I think having a good amount of blocks can be useful sometimes, so let me just get that there. So I believe that might be it. I think. I can put all of this away, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's it. Also, this is the Book of Lore, by the way. When you right click on it, you can essentially put any single modded item into this and it'll tell you about it. I forget how you make. You can't. This is something you craft. How do I craft this? Let's see here. I think I've unlocked the crafting recipe. Man, I suppose not. Jesus. Okay. I guess not. I can't remember how you make it, though. Wait, do you make it in the enchanting? No. That'd be cool, though. If you just enchanted a normal book and that's the way you got it. But no. I think you combine this with an ore of sorts. I can't remember. But yeah. I think we're pretty suited up now at this point. So let's just kind of explore a little bit of the overlands first before we get into the dungeon stuff. And the reason why I wanted this wind charge is because I think the wind charge plus the Valkyrie cape would be kind of nice. I didn't really test it out like that though, so I don't really know. Let's hope it is. It's kind of slow. The floating is kind of slow. The levitating, but it should help us out with some of the boss fights. And here are some of the mobs. Look at this: a pig with wings, a cow with wings, and everything is floaty here, right? Everything flies essentially. Which makes sense. I mean, to get around this place, Here is a sweat slime or a golden sweat slime. I don't know why it's made of sweat. I don't really understand what the sweat of it all means in the context of the Aether, but there you go. There's also a blue sweat slime. I don't know if we'll see that. There's these flying whales that are so cool. I think, like, I've already mentioned this before, especially in, like, the Kaiju mod review, that flying creatures and gigantic creatures are really cool to me. Like, things that are just, like, larger than life, things that are beyond, like, human, real-life comprehension. Like, I think they're so cool. And a flying whale is right up that alley. I really love... there's a Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Is that what that's called? Is that game? Yeah, right? I hope, yeah. Anyways, that game, obviously, it's all about the floating islands and whatnot. And it has the, Wait, I'm just realizing now that game has MOAs, just like this mod pack. Maybe this mod pack is kind of influenced by Skyward Sword, because Skyward Sword does have flying whales, too. Really cool game. Very cool aesthetic that game has. Let's see if I can find a MOA. Actually, there you go. I think there's one right there. So MOAs come in various colors. Some of them are evil, I think, maybe. I don't know, actually. Why do you attack me so, mister? What the hell? Whoa! What? Hello? Okay. What just happened? A sweat just forcibly made me mount him. That actually sounds okay. Pause. That sounds horrible. Oh, here's a bit of a bronze dungeon. This I don't think this is the one that we're gonna go after, but just to show that these do just randomly spawn throughout the dimension. But I did not finish my little piece on the Moas, man. You freaking sweat slime. Even though the one that did that to me killed itself, kinda. Oh, I picked up a Moa egg, so I will be able to use the incubator. So this Moa must have just dropped its Moa egg. Thanks for your child. You will not see him again. Yeah, later, nerd. So we're gonna go back to the incubator now. I think we've seen a good amount of the overworld. It's a really cool overworld, not the most to do per se, besides the dungeons and whatnot. But it's still very cool, very 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 awesome, and a very very interesting aesthetic for sure. The color of the grass, the color of the stone, like a lot of this I really dig a lot. Here, let's see if I can. There's one specific mob that I'm very interested in, and I want to. Ooh, okay. How did that work? How did I manage to go so high? What the heck? Look, there's some sheep. The sheep in this are so cool. I think it's so cool that the pig and the cow got wings to fly, but the sheep just got fluffier. And look at them. They get scared. Like, they can get scared and like jump really high, and they just float down. They're like big balloons almost. I'm trying to look for a specific little mob though. It's like there's a rabbit essentially that spawns around here. And it's just a little rabbit with a bunch of cloud to it. And oh, there it is. There's one right there. There's one right there. Look there. And there's something that's really cool about this little guy. Here, come here. You can right click him, and now he's on top of your head. And then you can, if I take off my Valkyrie cloak, right, to make myself not floaty, it won't matter, because as long as I have this little guy on my head, I become floaty anyways. And if I hold A, or press A, I should say, I could do a little puff. Look, I could extend how long I'm in the air. Isn't that cool? I love this little creature, and it's also just very smart, right? Because if obviously, if you're playing this like through a survival playthrough, you're not going to have all this awesome stuff that I already have. And so having a mob that just wanders around that is capable of letting you do this, like, it's smart. It is. I really like this mod. It's not the flashiest, though I will say it is very visually awesome. But it's so well made, It feels like it could be part of vanilla. Besides the accessories, I guess. I don't know if vanilla Minecraft would ever have accessories. But yeah, that was the overworld. That was a bit of the overworld. I think we should now continue on. Ooh, actually, before I go, I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to take this pickaxe, because I will be needing it, especially for this dungeon we're about to do. So, we're done with the overworld, and now we're going to take on the dungeons. So, the first dungeon is obviously the bronze one, and it's pretty cool. Look at this little mob. Pretty awesome. It's not the strongest mobs in the world, I'll be honest. Ooh, enchanted darts. So you can make darts, like normal darts, and you actually require the other wood that isn't Skyroot to do that. And enchanted darts, as you could piece together because of what we used the altar for previously, you make them with the altar by enchanting them in the altar. That's why I said, like, the altar has like different uses. You can create items. You can also fix them. Ooh, that's a whole lot of stuff here. I'm gonna keep taking the enchanted darts because I may need them. I may need them in the coming future. So, okay. Should I get rid of this little guy? I think I will. Be free. You just look at him and right click to get rid of the little guy. Oh, okay. And then, I did not mean to scream like that. Oh God, this guy is kind of crazy. What the heck? Hold on. Stay away. Stay away. That was a lot of damage he did to me now. I did not expect all that damage. Okay. There we go. Cool. What did he drop? Freaking iron ring. I don't care about that. I don't need that. What I would like, they have these stones called like healing stones or something, or health stones that you can eat to heal. I should have given myself a couple of those, to be honest. Because I am not too good at video games. If you at all are familiar with my videos, I suck at video games. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm piecing. I'm understanding it now. All right, I'm piecing them up. I'm putting it together. Um. Okay, and then here is the boss of this dungeon. So yeah, this dungeon, like I said, it's the tier 1, the level 1, the basics, the tutorial dungeon basically. So it's not too crazy, not too complicated. And this is the boss. Now, as you can see from the little chat message, perhaps I need to attack it with a pickaxe. This little boss, even though it's the first one, has a pretty cool little gimmick to him. And that's that you can't use any of your... Oops, I accidentally hit him with a pickaxe. But it's that you can't actually use any of your genuine weapons to get him. And you have to actually fight him with a pickaxe. And, you know, that may sound like a big disadvantage, but to be honest, this dude is kind of some buns. Like, this is genuinely just all he does is just position himself, like, over and over again. And he can only move, like, in these directions, so it's pretty easy. Not the most difficult boss fight. A really cool boss fight, though. Especially because the little mobs in this place are like also slime cubes. So, it's pretty cool. And he doesn't do much damage, either. Though, I guess I do have, like, the best armor possible from this mod. Yeah, I need to hurry this up. I'm not gonna lie. It must be very painful for this guy, though, huh? I'm just constantly poking his eye. Ain't no headshots with this guy, bro. It's just eye shots. That's horrible. That's actually really horrible. I remember one of the first times I was ever stung with a bee. I was little, and I always tell this story because of what happened before it, right? So I was little. I was hanging out on my home's deck. If you know what that is. It's like basically like a porch that's like in your backyard. And I remember, like, unironically, my dad had a ladder set up. And it was because he was doing some work, like, on the deck. He was doing something. I can't remember. And I remember he just had the ladder up there. And I don't think he was actually there at the time. It was just me alone, like, out there. And I remember I walked underneath the ladder. Because I remember hearing, like, on a show or something that's, like, extremely bad luck or whatever. And I was like, that's curious. You know, like, well, what a curious little concept. So I wanted to find out. And so I basically walked under the ladder. And I was like, that's silly. And then, you know, I walked around. You know, when you're a kid and whatnot, everything is just so, like, interesting. So even something as simple as just your home's deck, like, it's enough. It's enough for you to, like, to entertain yourself with, is what I'm trying to say. And so I remember I did that. I forgot about. Oh my God! Hold on. Wrap up the story, bro. Where is this guy? What the heck? Wait, I need to get food. Oh, and I am trapped in here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Basically, to wrap up the story is I walked. Oh my God. Okay. Yes! Woo! Scary stuff, man! How the hell am I ever going to take down the other ones, bro? Fuck no, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But to finish the story is essentially, after like 2 or 3 minutes, like post walking underneath the ladder, a bee basically came to the deck. It went around me, and I didn't really think much of it. And then it went to my eye and stung my eyelid. And so one of the first times I ever got stung by a bee... Oh, easy. There we go. One of the first times I ever got stung by a bee, it was in the eyelid. So it really sucked. But anyways, to come back to the mod. Here. Is there anything worthwhile? I think a golden gummy. What do these do even? I don't know. Do these give me regeneration at all? Oh, they do! How perfect. Okay. I'm gonna be munching on these for sure then. But yeah, that was the bronze dungeon. Very easy. Nothing too difficult. Nothing too crazy, to be honest. Bye, little bunny. See, make your way out, man. I wouldn't want to stay in here too long if I were you. But yeah, on to the next 2 dungeons. So we're going to actually go back to the overworld because these portals do function in the same way that the nether portals do. And that's that. What is happening? Is it because I have my, like, fiery armor? Wait, what? What? Wait. That's so interesting. Did my gloves just turn into obsidian because of the water? Wait, that I did not know that. What a cool thing! Wait, what? What? Whoa, I didn't know that. Ah, free upgrade, I hope. I don't know. I hope this armor is as good or not, or if not better than the Phoenix one. But let's move on to the silver dungeon. So yeah, these portals do function like the nether portals in the sense that you can use them to travel around. The overworld is connected to the dimension in the sense that, you know, the coordinates matter in both. The coordinates are tied to both, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the silver dungeon. How cool is it? It looks really cool. Hold on, let me lock in. So this parkour isn't a part of the dungeon or anything. It's just something that I put in. Oh no! Oh, are you serious, man? Ah, it's all right at the end as well. Okay, fine. Damn this gap, man. This gap ruined my life. No. But yeah, I was like, I don't know why I made it parkour. I could have just made it a bridge, but I was like, it would look cooler if it was parkour. Whatever. Here's the silver dungeon. It's really cool. It has a bit of lore to it too. And so here's the silver dungeon. I'm gonna enter. You know, is this a mimic? Oh, cool. Of course it is. Of course. Cool. 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 Cool and whatnot. Why is it so quiet? Why is there no... Hello? Oh, yeah. So this is the mob of this dungeon. It's a Valkyrie. You're not thinking of fighting a big, strong Valkyrie, are you? No, ma'am. I'd never. I don't think you should bother me. You could get really hurt. What's that? You want to fight? Aw, what a cute little human. So yeah, this is a Valkyrie. And that's essentially the mob of this dungeon. It's just a bunch of Valkyries. And you don't actually have to attack them to make your way through this entire dungeon. But you kind of do. Because... Here. Ooh, gold. Ooh. Every time we get a little accessory I don't have yet, we should put it on. I think. So, that's pretty cool. Ooh, you can... Ooh! Hold on. Alright. Keep a gold chain on my neck. But... Ooh, healing stone. I think we can eat this. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This is what you can use to eat it and just heal a bunch of... Oh. Cool. I guess I'll take that just because it's something that it is modded. This mod does add a couple discs. It is more than just one. But yeah, the healing stone is what I was mentioning earlier, like the thing that you can eat to heal. Here's a little fruit. If you combine this with so these darts are used in... or are used for the blowpipe. You can make a blowpipe. And if you combine the blowpipe with this little petal, it creates a poison blowpipe. So just some ball knowledge for y'all. For those who may want to know. So I was mentioning how you kind of do have to attack them. You don't have to, but you kind of do. Because in order to fight the boss at the end, you need to collect 10 medals. And each Valkyrie drops 1. So, oh my god. No! Why is it multiple? Oh no, why is it multiple? Why is it multiple? Oh no, 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 no. Oh, they can't come out here, can they? Good. Good, that is good they can't. Ooh, I'ma cheese it! Ooh, I'ma cheese it! Okay, are they still like mad with me though? Hi. You don't... Oh, you do remember. You do remember. You remember that? Ooh, that was a long time ago. You remember that still? Okay, but these are the medals you have to essentially collect in order to lock the boss fight at the end. Hello. Are you guys still mad at me? Oh no, okay, y'all forgot. Alright, for the sake of the video, or should I get them all right here? Nah, I'm gonna keep it pushing. So this dungeon is also a bit of a maze because not every room has an exit, you know, and then not every stair goes up. Like not every staircase goes all the way up, not every staircase goes all the way down. So it adds like a layer of confusion. Ooh, I could really use this. I actually really could use this. How do I use this? Right click. All right. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I'll keep collecting these. So I think I don't really. Ooh, hold on. Here's a mimic. Yeah, I'm piecing these mimics up, bro. Call me the mimic menace. Call me the mimic the maker of the mimic. The mimics are my son. That's, I have to know is that if I'm in a room with a mimic, then you can essentially consider that a room with just me in it. But here we go. So we're at this. I'm just trying to kind of make my. Oh, here's the blow dart or the dart shooter. I called it a blowpipe or whatever the fuck. But yeah, here's the dart shooter. This is what you put into the altar to create enchanted version. Ooh, a golden disc. Why not? Why not? Hello. Should I attempt to kill more? I don't know. What is this? What is this? Ooh, I think I just found the entrance. I found the entrance. So, this is the boss fight room. And I already have some stuff planned. I already got some stuff prepped too. So this is the boss of this dungeon. You can actually ask her a few things. So you can say, "What can you tell me about this place?" This is a sanctuary for us, Valkyries who seek to rest. And then I can say, "I wish to fight you." And then she says, "Very well then, bring me 10 medals from my subordinates to prove you're worthy. Then we'll see." And then you can say, "I'll return when I have them," because I don't have them yet. Or on second thought, I'd rather not. So it be then. Goodbye, adventurer. So yeah, this is the big boss fight. And this is the other tree that I was mentioning. So alongside the skyroot tree, there is the golden oak tree. So you can't just punch the shit out of this to get the log. But where did it go? Oh, did it just give me a skyroot log? Oh, when you break this wood, it just gives you a skyroot log. Okay, I didn't know that fully, but yeah. So you can punch it and you can harvest it in that way. But if you use specifically an axe, you get some golden amber. So you need to use an axe to harvest said golden amber. But you can also just find it along in the dungeon chests. And what the golden amber does is you combine it with skyroot stuff. Oh, and you need a crafting table, don't you? Man, I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, you need a crafting table. Hold on. Voila, crafting table. Oh, what's this? 10 metals? Man, I guess in the process of getting a crafting table, I must have killed 8 more Valkyries, man. Guys, look at how awesome I am, guys. Come on, W's in the chat. No, I'm playing. Yeah, I just got the medals because you already got the gist of how that works, how this whole system works. But yeah, you can combine the golden amber to create the blowpipe. Oh, did I do it wrong? The dart shooter, not the blowpipe. But then also, if you use a stick, and then oop, I lost the feather. Okay, whatever. If you basically, I'm gonna just show it. Why isn't it letting me click on it? Okay, hold on. I'm malfunctioning. If you combine a feather and stick and make golden amber, you can create a golden dart. Okay, and if you put said golden dart into this altar, you can create. Oh, but yeah, you can also put the dart shooter into the altar to create the enchanted dart shooter, and that's what I'm going to do. But you can also put the darts in here to make enchanted darts, which is what I would do if I didn't have a barrel filled with them right now, right here. Let me just get rid of a whole lot of stuff I don't really need. Don't need this chest. Don't need the Zanite. Golden Amber, not really needed. Ambrosium, not really needed. I fucking need this. for the last dungeon, I'm gonna really need this. But for the last dungeon, and for this one too, I don't know if I'll actually be able to defeat them in survival. I will try, though. I'll try for y'all. I won't try my hardest, though. I will go in creative to murder him if I have to. Because I'm not too interested. But yeah, here is the enchanted dart shooter, and so we're actually going to add this to our repertoire of items, and this is what it is. It's just a really fast little bow and arrow, I suppose. And so now that we have all the medals, I think I'm gonna try to fight this person. Okay, so I think if I attack her, it begins. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh god, I'm actually terrified. Oh god. Okay. 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 She's not that difficult. I thought she was gonna be like really difficult. Ooh, she's kind of slow to the draw. I'm not gonna lie. She doesn't be swinging a whole lot. Oh, ooh, ooh, I'm piecing her up. Hold on. You know what? I take it back about going to creative for her. What just happened? Oh, nah. I got it now. I got it down. I got it down. I got it down. I got it down. I downloaded her, bruh. This is not even. Oh, did she dodge that? Oh my god, wait, she is destroying my shit though. Oh please. Oh no 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 no. Oh oh. Oh oh. Oh no 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 please 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 please. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, I should have gotten like 2 more shields, man. Okay, 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 okay. Oh no 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 no. I didn't mean to attack her with that. Oh, that's what was making all that noise. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh, run! Running! I'm running! 니가룬다요. Any JoJo fans in the crowd? Oh, I don't have my sword up, bro. What am I up to? Oh gosh, this is. I'm not even a half. Oh, it's over with the. It's over with the shield. No more shield tactics. Okay, running in a circle tactic commence. Ooh, this is like a rhythm game almost. Damn, maybe I should have just been doing this entire time. Okay. Please. Okay, 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 run, 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 run in a circle. Try to get her to. Ooh, 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 there you go, there you go. Oh, I didn't get to. What? I didn't finish. Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. I should eat that golden stuff, but I just don't want to waste it just yet. Good thing my running backward speed is so much faster than her fully running speed. Why is that the case? You are a Valkyrie, man. You can teleport and stuff. How am I outpacing you backwards? Come on now. I didn't think I was actually going to be able to defeat. If you can't tell, I have 0 confidence in my video game ability. And so I'm actually so surprised I'm about to defeat her. I mean, let me not get too cocky. Anything can happen. Ooh, she tried it. Hold on. That would have been nice too if you connected. There we go. Is this her sword? You're doing all that damage with just a golden sword? In her hands, it did look quite mighty though. I can't lie. Okay, sweet. So this is the silver chest, or the silver dungeon loot chest, whatever you want to call it. Holy sword. Should I use the holy sword instead? What does this do? Just nothing else? What is different about? Can I shoot stuff with this? Okay, I don't know why the holy sword. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's much I need. Ooh, regeneration stone. What? Absolutely, give me that. Where do I put that? Let's go. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else we need here. There's the invisibility cloak, I suppose. But nah. So, oh, I have to make all my way all the way out there. I think I'm a pass on that. So that was a silver dungeon. Mind the 2-block hole that is just inconspicuously at the front. Oh my god, man, leave me alone. I'm gonna leave, bruh. I hate you, man. I hate you. I do not like you, and you don't even hurt. Like, that's the worst part. Maybe you don't even do damage. You're just trying to fuck around just for the sake of it, you know. But yeah, we're on to the golden dungeon, or the gold dungeon, I guess I should say. So let us enter this portal here, and here we are. this is the gold dungeon. We're actually standing right on top of it. Now, I know it may not seem like it. It seems like we're just on a little funny little island. And I will show off what this island looks like after we're done with this dungeon. But you actually have to kind of look around for it. See here. Maybe it's down here. No, I don't think so. Where would it be? Is it anywhere here? Oh, is it that right there? I think it might be. Let's see here. And there you go. So this is the gold dungeon. Now, this is kind of the reason why I like the silver dungeon more than the gold dungeon. This is literally it. Like, this is all there is to this one. It's just this little room with this guy. Ugh. And what's funny about this guy is that you can right click and talk to him. And he's like, oh yeah, man, what's up, man? He's like, yeah, you are certainly a brave soul to have entered this chamber. Begone, human, you serve me no purpose. Your presence annoys me. Do not fear my burning aura. I have nothing to offer you, fool. Leave me at peace. Perhaps you are ignorant. Do you wish to know who I am? As I am a sun spirit, an embodiment of Aether's eternal daylight. As long as I'm alive, the sun will never set on this world. My body burns with the anger of 1,000 beasts. No man, hero, or villain can harm me. You are no exception. You wish to challenge the might of the sun. You are mad. Do not further insult me or you will feel my wrath. So yeah, this guy, he really doesn't want to fight you, but like for your sake, right? It's like, you know, if I'm in a battle with the bear, help the bear, right? If I'm in the woods fighting a bear or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. He's like trying to help you out here by not letting you fight him, but you can annoy him enough to, so he says this is your final warning. You you can annoy him enough to the point where he actually does fight you. And so there we go. And so this fight is kind of interesting in the sense that you can't attack him. You can't hurt him, right? It's hard to hurt him. And so, you know, it's like, well, what do? Well, you kind of have to wait, right? You see how he has these like little pieces of fire just jumping around the room? Eventually, an ice one like that one will appear. So you have to go to the ice one, you know, wherever it may be going. And I just got hit by it instead. But you have to essentially hit the ice one into him to freeze him in order to damage him. It's quite the process, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so if you could shoot that ice one out, man. There you go. And then now you can hurt him. So, boom, just feel free to just wail on him. Oh my god, his little fucking minions. Oh, I'm not hungry either. Oh my god. Okay. Wow, guys, I can't believe I did it, man. I defeated the sun. I completely did that in survival, too. With just a ring and a couple of darts, huh? Fucking call me stuff of legend, man. But yeah, here is the chest that needs to be unlocked with a golden key that I lost because I died. Oh, my God. Wow, okay, so with this golden key that I totally got, you know, in survival and I never went into creative, and I totally didn't go into survival after going to creative and then died, and then I had to go into creative again to come back here, and then I lost the golden key in that process. That didn't happen, is what I'm saying. and now I do have the golden key, and I can open the golden chest to the golden dungeon. And here is the loot that I don't care about, because this stupid dungeon is way too difficult. It's not way too difficult. It's actually a really cool boss fight. But yeah, that was the Aether mod. That is not everything it has to offer, but it's a good taste of what it does have to offer. And I did promise that I would show what this thing looks like. It is definitely a special structure type of thing. Like, this isn't just a normal like floating island like you'd see across the other formations. Like, this is definitely, you can immediately tell that this is like a dungeon or something special. But yeah, that was the Aether mod. Here's a cool little tornado. These spawn in and whatnot. You can hold A on them, and they launch you real high. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is the end of it. I did not think this video would take so long. I really thought it would take very little amount of time because of how quickly I kind of was going through everything. I don't know. I'm surprised at how long this video took. I'm on my lunch break right now. Like, I have a job. I work a full-time job, and I'm on my lunch break, and I'm kind of overstaying it to record this video. So, but yeah, no, everything's all right. I hope everything is all right with y'all as well. I hope you guys are having a nice time. I hope you enjoyed the video. But with that being said, that'll be all. See ya.